matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we see a squad from the Jayhawks taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Jayhawks will put total leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Arizona State's offense will go on the attack first. From the gun, give on the inside. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start.
Time to take a shot. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to fire from the pistol. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Those are the kind of mistakes that will absolutely kill you. Get an explosive play, and they bring it back because of a penalty. And the Jayhawks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive, now first down from the 39. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Makes a grab for a big play. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Jayhawks are marching down the field. Toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Hand off from the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Newton. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Barco. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got him at the 12.
And this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. The hand to the running back. Shakes off the defender. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, get the tackle for loss.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Working that left side now. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Coming out with it, it's Cobb. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. There he goes to the left. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
I love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Offense will try to get some momentum going on first and 10. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Under fire. Floats it out in space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it on the outside. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does it...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Oh, I don't know about this. Makes the catch at the goal line. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Newton. Got his man on the outside. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cunningham. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Just enough time for one final play in this half. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. The quick out. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll try to power their way ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting to...
Turning it on! Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. Oh, it's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Arizona State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive to get...
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll send the back in motion. The option look. He'll toss it. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Finds a man on the left. Oh, what a move to get open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Used the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Fires one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Makes the grab down the middle. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Oh, he missed it. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chip away at.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk. every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Inside the 35. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kelly. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Stout. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It's complete on the right side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there.
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive work.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Trying play action. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Well, the The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Got his man on the right. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.